Alright. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob, Hollow Avarice, back again with some gaming goodness. We are here today to do the 5.5 live event. Not live event which is now live and complete. That is what I meant. We are getting started later than usual because we just live reacted to the entire Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which is live over on my Twitch for now and over on my YouTube. And, oh boy, was it maybe the best system launch Direct we've ever had. I have some issues. It was not perfect. I have some issues with it. But on the whole, the games they announced, banger after banger after banger. Like, truly phenomenal.
Positions. Yeah. Sweet dreams. Might be a lost cause.
Going under. Getting gear. Pair. Frost is coming. Pair. Frost is coming.
All eyes on me. Here.
Getting gear.
Incinerate.
I think the games and titles that were launched were all phenomenal. I think the system itself looks incredible.
Getting gear.
All the gameplay looked awesome. We got a new Mario Kart with Mario Kart World, which is an open world Mario Kart. Which, how the hell is that gonna play? I have no clue, but I'm excited. So that looks amazing, and that's going to be the launch game that comes with the bundle. I don't like, one thing I really didn't like was that they went out of their way not to include the price in the Direct itself. I had to look it up after. It's not horrible for what they're offering. It's $450 for the system, $500 for the system with a game. But in the 20 minutes that I was sitting and editing those videos, I was splicing them up so I could post individual highlights to YouTube. A couple of them are still up on my Twitch VODs, like Duskblood, Elden Ring, which almost killed me, and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I'm hearing that the pricing on some of these games is going to be prohibitively high. It's looking like the MSRP on some of these games is going to be not 70, which we thought would be the new standard for games, the increase from 60 to 70. It might be 80 to 90 for some main title Switch games. Switch 2 games. And digital. Physical and digital could be $90. That's disgusting. If true. And I pray it's not true for all of these. Because that will severely limit the amount of Switch 2 games I buy. If it's $100 per game, absolutely not. Truly ridiculous, if true. We know they're updating a lot of games, and these updates are going to be available day one. Mario Party Jamboree, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom are getting graphical updates, as well as a special app. Which is pretty sick. And I was talking about doing a replay of those using only the app as my guide and following whatever the app says where to go. I think that could be a fun stream. And those two are going to be free because I have the expansion pass on Nintendo Switch Online. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which I did a stream of like 3 years ago, summer of 2022, is getting DLC. Cool. Metroid Prime 4 is getting a upgrade, so I might just get it on Switch 2 if it's coming with a big visual upgrade. I gotta check the prices and compare them. Same with Pokemon Legends ZA. Like, I think a big issue with Legends Arceus was its performance. So if it performs better on Switch 2, yeah, maybe I'll get the Switch 2 version. Elden Ring, like I said, was probably the biggest reveal that I started coughing as soon as I saw. I was trying to keep it, you know, it's a Nintendo Direct. I always try to keep it a little PG, a little more family friendly. I immediately am like, what the hell is this? Instantly. Because, you know, because instantly, what the hell, Nintendo? Elden Ring on, no, it's called the Tarnished Edition, so I very much want to see what that means. Is it, what the quality is it gonna be, you know? Hades 2, Street Fighter 6 is releasing a regular version and a all characters DLC version. See, like, I could see that being $90, the version with all DLC. And 3 amiibos. They're still doing amiibo support, which is awesome. A new Demon Ex Machina. Split Fiction is coming on launch day. So on launch day... I'll just keep on. Hogwarts Legacy is coming on launch day. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Hitman. And from the creators of Hitman 101 Studio, a brand new 007 James Bond game. Awesome. Very excited to look into that. From Square Enix, Bravely Default HD Remake. I loved Bravely Default. It was one of my favorite DS games. 3DS? 3DS games. Yeah. Absolutely one of my favorites. I remember not getting into it for like the first like month that I had it, and then I went on vacation, and it was one of the only games that I brought on vacation with me. And I one day was just staying in my room, and then just sat on the balcony in my where we were on vacation, playing Bravely Default because I was obsessed. To the point where my family's like, hey, just a reminder, we are on vacation, you should get out of your room. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, sure, whatever.
Well, here comes another. This was new.
Alright, deep breath and finish this. That was quick.
It's a Yakuza 0.
My wait was not in vain.
Then one of the biggest announcements, one of my most favorite announcements, a new Hyrule Warriors game. Koei Tecmo, in conjunction with the Zelda team, is doing during the during the several hundred year gap between when Zelda went back in time to the era of the imprisoning war, where Ganondorf was imprisoned by the sages. And it looks like it's going to be just
Let's hope you
Zelda and the sages. It doesn't look like it's going to be Link and them, unless they do some weird time travel shenanigans like they did in Age of Calamity.
Open fire.
I'm excited to see what that's about. Deltarune, chapters 1 through 4.
In vain.
GameCube is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online, which, awesome. So Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, they showed off a lot. Pokemon Coliseum, Pokemon Gale of Darkness. Awesome. Civ 6, Borderlands 4. Enter the Gungeon 2, Cyberpunk, and Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So we're getting all of the Integrate DLC with Yuffie. We're getting just the first part of the Final Fantasy VII trilogy on Switch 2 is kind of insane.
Open fire.
And then was a rapid fire of games. Kunitsugami. One game that I would have guessed, but would never have, like, honestly thought was showing up. Silksong. Hollow Knight, which again is a game series that I have to play. My name is Hollow Avarice. It's Kismet, it's fate. I know I have to play the game, but I think I want to save it for a special occasion. And Silksong was announced, what, 5 years ago? We have a confirmation that it's coming out this year for Switch 2. Huge. Wild Hearts, a new Rune Factory, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which we saw last week, Star Wars Outlaws, Shadow Labyrinth, Reanimal, Professor Layton. But then the big 3 final announcements. A brand new FromSoft game. The Duskbloods. Looks awesome. Exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. Huge. Kirby Air Riders. So a new Kirby Air Ride being directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
Just drop everything.
Coming this
and go
year.
out for some
And
fresh
a new
air.
DK 3D action adventure game. Yeah. Alright. We're going to start the Tournament of Glory in Bloom. How am I doing? Not bad. Let's put on a regular team. So overall, those look phenomenal. Coming out day 1 for the Nintendo Switch 2, we have... Let me see, what's day 1? Mario Party. Or sorry, Mario Kart World. All of the upgrades, so Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Kirby Forgotten Land, Metro... the Super Mario Party Jamboree. Split Fiction. Hogwarts Legacy, Bravely Default HD Remake, Yakuza 0, Deltarune 1 through 4. All those were the confirmed day 1 games. So, you know, not bad. Pretty exciting. Up there's Kachina. Oh, is that Aoife? Our new character? Who's our first male character since Kanich?
Huh? Why are all these people gathered around? Did something happen? Let's go take a look.
How's it looking, Doc? Is there any hope for him?
Chill, bro. I'm thinking. This dude's Milray, right? What a little champ. Barely made a noise, despite all the pain he must be in. Did he fight in the war?
That's right. We'd never normally send such a young Tepetlosaur into battle, but we couldn't stop him. Developed a real knack for sneaking past us and running off to the front line to fight the Abyss. He's a smart one, that's for sure. Might not be the strongest, but he ran rings around those abyssal monsters. We even awarded him a Warrior's Medal after the war ended. But then he took a turn for the worse a few days ago. He's been having fainting spells ever since.
Aww.
Poor little guy.
Ooh,
Already a battle-worn veteran, yet still so young.
I like his voice. I'm liking Aoife's
Hey,
voice.
Kachina, what's going on here?
Hey, Slug, how you
Traveler,
doing?
Paimon, a long time no see.
Welcome back to class. How you doing?
So basically, there's this young Tepetlosaur in our tribe called Milray. We're not sure what's wrong with him, but he's been getting weaker and weaker by the day. Aoife's taking a look at him. Nyan, who he grew up with, is here too. We're all really worried about him.
When my daughter got lost in the mountains, it was Milray who helped bring her back.
To think that he made it through the war, but now that peace has finally come.
Steady there, bro. We'll find a way.
Steady, bro. We've met Kakuo before.
Ah, you're that Cuckoo Thesaurus from the vet clinic. What are you on about? So this Aoife you just mentioned, does it actually...
Hey, yo, everyone! Please
Yo,
chill.
yo.
I think I've got this figured out. For a juvenile Saurian, he showed remarkable courage in the war. But he's too young to be using that much phlogiston. As a result, he developed a rare pathological change. The initial symptoms might not have been obvious, but he's gone untreated for so long that his condition is now very serious.
What
You mean
elemental
he originally
type?
got
He's
sick during the
Animo.
war, but the symptoms only just
Animo
started
vision
to
on the-
show up now?
Is this our first
That's
tall
right.
Animo man?
He may have just been acting tough this whole time.
Right?
Didn't want his friends stressing
This
out.
is our
over
first tall Animo character. Or tall Animo male.
Aoife, there must be
Right?
something you
Kazuha,
can do, right?
short. Wanderer,
Please help him.
short. Venti,
something this
short.
rare? I don't have anything on hand that can treat it.
Hazo, short.
Good news is that I read about a similar
Zhao,
case back when
short.
I was still studying. The scroll mentioned 2 essential ingredients. First up, an herbaceous perennial known as an ocean zephyr. Though they
You don't
can
like
grow
Animo?
practically anywhere, they're exceedingly rare. Second, honestly, I couldn't figure it out back then either. The name recorded was Sacred Flame Crystal, but there wasn't much else to go
Yeah,
on
but we've
beyond
never
that.
gotten a tall Animo
Sacred
daddy.
flame? Like the one burning in the stadium?
I do
When
love Jean.
Milani
that is
and I
true.
took part in the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, we collected loads of contending sparks to... Apparently, they're sparks from the sacred flame itself. They even make you feel all warm and fuzzy while you carry them.
From the name, I'd say we're looking for a rarer, purer form of Sacred Flame.
You sure there's even such a thing? We've been in that land for ages now, but we've never
I do
come across
really like
anything
his
like
design,
that.
though. I mean,
So it would seem, as it happens.
Huh? For real?
It's a coincidence that I've even heard of it. Apparently, the people of Natland knew how to make a special kind of sacred flame crystal way back when. I'm not sure exactly how they did. Thank you, Aoife. You're diagnosed.
Sure thing, dude. I'll stick around until we've got some results.
a broy
Great.
cowboy tall
In that case,
Animo daddy?
let's go our
Come
separate ways
on.
for now. Milray needs some proper rest. I'll let you all know as soon as there's any news.
He's from Chaska's tribe, right? The Flower Feathers. Jean is
What up,
pretty
my
amazing,
dudes?
I will say. Your rep precedes you, bro. Respect.
Man, I could tell we're totally on the same wavelength.
Respect.
The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather clan. This here's my assistant, Kakuku. Dude's all about copying what others say.
Where?
The Traveler in Paimon, yeah? Everyone's heard all about you two. You're absolute legends. The total package. Brave, wise, and strong. Best hero duo I've ever seen. No contest.
Again, I love the decked out
I'm
lab
on
coat.
blush.
Truth is, I spent the war treating
all good.
wounded Saurians. Never got a chance to fight alongside you.
You saved so many Saurians, an amazing contribution.
Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate that.
There was always a long line outside Aoife's clinic back then. Even Kakuku was so busy, he was running around like a headless chicken. Seriously? Seriously?
True dat. More wounded.
True
piling
dat.
Up by the day.
Okay, I love the...
Dude, the Abyss is no joke. Sneaky enough to hit us right where it hurts. Lots of docs have dropped at their posts over the last few years. There's some fresh talent rolling in recently. I'm hoping they could step up quick. But vet med's no joke. There's a ton of challenges to overcome before you could be a qualified vet. No matter how hard you hit the books, you're still gonna run into all kinds of weird diseases that are hard to treat. Like Milray's. So rare it doesn't even have a name. If my old man hadn't forced me to read all
Is that
kinds of
little one
different
hanging
stuff
out
when
with
I was a
him?
kid, I'd probably only be able to suggest a more conservative treatment. It's
Oh, so your dad was a vet too?
yeah, totally. Our family's medical knowledge has been passed down over generations. My family's been
I was
vets for
told to
generations.
check out
No clue
all
who it
of
was that
Little
kicked
One's
off the
quests,
tradition,
'cause
though.
apparently
You know?
something happens if you finish all of Little One's
Back when I was a kid,
quests.
my dad said something about our skills being medicine born of guilt. But the reason we got into it doesn't really matter.
Guilt?
Sounds pretty
Maybe they
strange
couldn't
to
save
pine
someone?
on.
Who knows?
Or they
After
like
he
poachers?
passed, there wasn't anybody else I could ask. I figure it's because guilt gnaws at anyone practicing medicine. When you fail to fix someone up, I've been there. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that doesn't happen this time. I don't recall ever seeing a record of any patient with his malady who was successfully cured. So maybe Milray will be the first.
Oh, I never set this to go. I'll set this to go public tomorrow. Let me delete this.
Oh, looks like the Chiefs are back. Let's go see what they have to say.
Oh, all the Chiefs are here, including Giant Chief.
The last time I was here, I remember seeing him happily rolling around with Io. This is so sudden.
Oh, it's not little one, that's Io. I like seeing all the Chiefs together.
Well,
It's such a
as the
weird
saying goes, illness strikes like a landslide.
mix of people.
It's not uncommon for people and Saurians to just collapse overnight.
Given that he first fell sick during the war, he's done well to make it this far.
Like, I want to know what's up with Gotoda.
little
He is
guy.
just covered in
Are you
scars.
okay? Does it hurt?
For one so young to risk life and limb on the field of battle.
Whoa. All 6 tribal chiefs in one place?
It's true that we used to hardly ever meet up like this. The affairs of our own tribes were usually enough to keep us all. These days, though, group dinners on our days off have practically become the routine.
Group dinners? More like group mooching. You guys always seem to end up at my—
Well, your cooking is too good to resist. You've seen how hopeless the rest of us are in that regard.
Aoife, we've been informed about the situation. Once again, it's a good thing you were here to help out.
Again, every Nat Lily's
Milray and the other
character has awesome
Tapetlosaurs
eyes.
have helped transport goods for the Flower Feather clan in the past. We won't just stand.
I just happened to come across a record of a case like his back home, but I don't know anything about this sacred flame crystal.
I haven't heard of it either. Can the sacred...
It can indeed. While I've never seen this happen in the flesh, I have read references in ancient Natlan. Besides the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame, there is said to have been another way to produce sacred flame, known as the Bloomflower Trials. It was a combat exercise held jointly by the 6 tribes that was even more intense than the pilgrimage. So they occasionally yielded an even purer form of sacred flame.
Sacred flame crystals!
For real? How have I never heard?
Simple. The Bloomflower Trials haven't been held for centuries.
Is there some hidden story?
Something seems to have happened the last time they were held. The more reasonable
Let's go ask
explanation is
Malika.
this. That
Kaholosaur?
people once believed these sacred
We
flame
saw a baby
crystals
Yukasaur, there's a
to
baby
be vessels.
Kaholosaur.
In reality, they turned out to be far less miraculous than hoped for. The pilgrimage produced enough sacred flame, making the Bloomflower Trials obsolete.
Fair enough.
I get it. So to save Milray, we have...
I'd say we'd be better off not treating it like some kind of hassle. All 6 tribes need to take part, sure, but not everyone has to show up. We can keep it voluntary, so warriors who happen to have time can sign up and fight it out of their own accord. Since the war ended,
Baby
the pilgrimage has
Tatankasaur?
become more like a tournament for our warriors to compete in and keep themselves in shape. So why not let them hone their skills on a fresh new stage?
Eva sees all the babies.
We should never drop our guard completely.
I'm with you on that. Nothing.
No objections on my...
I'll go discuss this with the others. I can't speak for everyone else, but I can guarantee that
And I guess your vote was a foregone conclusion, eh, Picard?
Nice!
Thanks, everyone.
Let's head back to our tribes and see.
Agreed. Rules will be crucial too. A competition?
I'll draw up an outline. Let's meet up at the speaker's chamber later.
Oh yeah, and we'll also need some ocean zephyrs to cure Milray.
I've got that covered. I just noticed that some of Milray's friends have shown up.
Wop, 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 wop. Ah, little. I love how
You
there's
mean
one
these
from every
saurians?
tribe.
You're right. There's all sorts. Seems like he's quite the popular little fella.
Kakuku, can you hit them up and ask if they'd be down to lend a claw?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
No problem, bro.
Must be
good,
nice
bro.
having a Saurian companion.
Well, if that's everything.
All right. Aoife, let's head back. And bring these saurians along too. We've got to teach them how...
See ya, little guy. We'll come visit you again soon.
Whoa! They should guess they're chiefs for a reason. When they decide on something, it gets done right away. But that's what you're here for, right? Whenever Paimon puts things off, even for just a while, you'll handle them straight away. Oh, wow. Go away, bro.
Even Kakuku's done.
I'll go spread the word. In that case, let's head over.
Little Io.
So far, so good.
Aw.
Aw, you're awake. Wanna...
I feel like he has something
You
to
think
say.
so? Hey, Kakuku. Oh, well
I could
done.
turn into one
Oh no, he does.
for our Saurian companion. I can turn into one. I can indwell and talk to him, right? The blue flash has a set, which means we got to go. Why does Milray look so anxious? Rawr, Kukuff. Everything okay, Milray? Want to eat something? Why don't I pick you some fruit? Thanks for looking after me, Nyan. I'll be fine. Oh my god, he's so pale! Hello, Milray and Nyan. Who are you? Haven't seen you around. Have you come to visit Milray? I wanted to tell you have nothing to worry about. Those nice humans have found a way to cure you. It won't be long before you gather enough ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals, so hang in there. You'll be on the mend soon. That's what I'm worried about. Those nice humans have no idea how dangerous sacred flame crystals are. Very dangerous. They can beguile human hearts, turn friends into enemies. The humans must be careful. Milray struggled to say something else, but falls unconscious. Beguile human hearts. Could there be risks associated with it? Where did Milray and Nyan come to hear of it? Who told these guys the sacred flame crystals were dangerous? A mysterious Cucusaur. Still remember our friends were running around the panic the first time Milray passed out. Not this disease, not again. We need to find ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. But sacred flame crystals can beguile human hearts, turn friends into enemies. What should I do? Where'd the Cucusaur find out? He often said things we couldn't understand. Apart from us, no other little saurians wanted to play with him. He didn't have any human companions either. But he wouldn't have lied. He saved us many... Is it Kakuko? I'm here to help. I'll remind the humans to be careful. Take good care of Milray, alright? With Moeka and the 6 chiefs present, I'm sure everyone will be alright. We could talk to Moeka about it. So, a fun thing I wanted to do was talk about vets for a second, veterinarians. Because there's a trope that in post-apocalyptic zombie worlds, in like media, you never have a doctor. but you always have a veterinarian who survives the apocalypse and sticks around. And people were like, why is that? And someone who's a veterinary assistant pointed out why vets always seem to survive. In a post-apocalypse. Let me try and find the exact reasoning they used. I think it was on Reddit. Here it is. One, the first place a zombie apocalypse is likely to hit is human hospitals. So, human doctors are literally in the first line of danger. One of the professions of veterinarians is not being bitten by their patients. They have an incredibly good, broad knowledge base for both surgical, medical, and general practice. They're incredibly used to improvising equipment because a lot of stuff is not made for animals.
Weeding, fertilizing the soil,
Meat safety is part of their training. Their cars are often full of equipment, especially in mixed practices. So I'm like, all of those are amazing reasons why... Why is there a camera here? Crafting bench, in quotes. Water, earth, wind, and fire, craft for me what I desire. Back to normal now, it seems. What do you mean? Don't they all look like this? Don't worry, it won't be too long. The young lady submits materials required for a recipe. You exchange some words. You learn her name, Sumac. This is her first time in a stadium. Maybe crafting benches can feel under the weather. Speaking of which, you two... Nice clearing near the stadium. Test out the potion. The case of the crafting bench. That wooden crate also just sneezed. A mysterious camera, a talking crafting bench, and a sneezing wooden crate. None of them are showing up. Alright, I'll save that for later. Let's finish this quest first. I thought that's just a very fun thing, so it's so great why vets are...
I've read through your proposal, and it sounds like a great idea. Even if it wasn't for Milray's situation, there'd be many reasons to start holding the Bloomflower trials again. How many warriors have been signing up?
Far more than we anticipated.
Our warriors sure are fired up. The ones who came late even held a protest outside the sign-up booth. So we had to make an exception by adding a few more spots.
So many people have signed up that we've had to divide the competition up into main matches and exhibition matches. Each main match will pit 2 different tribes against one another, while the exhibition matches will see 3 tribes going up against another 3. I'm planning to limit the number of spots for the exhibition matches. Accidents are more likely in tangled melees.
Well, you've clearly thought this through with...
There you are.
Oh, where will the trials be held?
The main venue will be near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame.
All right.
In that case, we'll be off.
Hey guys, thought I should mention... Don't go crazy and become obsessed with the crystals.
Traveler, Paimon.
Huh? Good luck with...
Hey, it's been a while, you two. Are you here about the Bloomflower trials too?
Fire Mommy?
We sure are. Sounds like everything's going to plan.
Bloomflower trials. The name alone fills me with nostalgia. I first heard about it from my dad, who first heard about it from his dad.
Guess that means they were last held at least 500 years ago? Whoa. When you put it like that.
True, but I've got a good feeling about this. We'll pull it off, rest assured.
Do you know anything about the sacred flame crystals? Is there anything dangerous about them?
What makes you ask?
We heard rumors about the sacred flame crystals beguiling human hearts.
I've never heard such a rumor before. The rules governing the Oda Resurrection have protected Natlan for many long years, and these rules are themselves fueled by the Sacred Flame's power. In essence, Sacred Flame crystals are just another form of the Sacred Flame.
That's true.
So please, be at ease. Our main priority right now is to hold the bloom flower.
It's so reassuring.
Well, for example, it just came to my attention that you've got some people waiting for you.
Huh? Who could they be?
You'll find out
Mualani,
soon
Kinich,
enough.
Kachina.
Go on now. Don't keep them waiting.
It's my guess.
A new competition brings a new challenge.
Maybe Chaska?
Finally,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
here!
And Auroron, and...
That traveler, Paimon. So
Fiancé?
basically, hold up. What happened to first come, first served? What I'm saying is, I get.
What's going on? Why is
So.
A lot of these characters seem voiced.
So you know about the bloom flower trials, right? I mean, we were wondering.
we're allowed to take part?
Given that the trials haven't been held
Even
in so
Kinich is
long,
voiced.
we're creating a new set of rules for them, separate from the ones for the pilgrimage.
Oh, right. I'm like,
All
that's
of the
not
chiefs have
Kinich's
agreed,
voice.
but whether or not you compete or
Kinich
which
has a
tribe
new
you support,
VA.
well, that's completely up to you.
As the hero who saved Natlan, your participation would be a huge morale boost for whoever you choose to join.
Oh, so that's what's going.
And that's all for the chit chat. I hope. How do you like the sound of luxury hot spring vouchers? I'll even throw
luxury hot.
If you join the Scions of the Canopy, we'll hold a great barbecue in your honor. The finest
I don't know
quality
how I
meat,
feel about this
all you can
voice.
eat.
And if you join right away, you'll even stand a chance of being taken on as a side.
Yeah, no one wants that.
All you can eat barbecue.
Join up with the Collective of Plenty, and I'll provide a year's worth of training sessions and a personalized nutrition plan to.
Paimon's not.
All I've got to offer are freshly picked vegetable.
Ooh, could Paimon?
Fancy some flying lessons? Or you could just hitch a ride. I'll take.
Well, flying's kind of what Paimon.
I can bake Saurus crackers.
Oh, Paimon loves. Not just 'cause the freebies are tempting. You know what? Paimon's decided.
Hermione belongs to all of Natlan.
Paimon's pretty.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. It could work for the exhibition matches. There'd be 3 tribes on one side versus 3 on the other for those. So, first half, you're on our side.
Huh.
What? Really? Huh.
Don't worry.
So it's settled then? All right, it's nearly time.
Sure. We gotta save up baby Saurian. That's a pretty sick looking splash art. Ooh. The Pyro Archon Mawika has agreed to hold the trial. The competition venue is ready. The Saurian expedition has set off in search of ocean zephyrs, but a few little ones seem to have stayed behind. Why not have a chat with the staff nearby?
I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Is this the stage for... So we got Flower Feather over there, Night Wind, Children of the Spring, Collective, Children of the Echoes. Where's Scions of the Canopy? Up there. Okay, that makes sense. On the high ground. Oh, this is cool. Can I get this as a item? Just a giant map of Natlan? Including the volcano and the islands area? It doesn't include Ochka Natlan, but it's just all mainland Natlan. That's pretty sick. Successfully complete all stages of the Bloom Flower. Obtain 1-star rating, bronze rating, and I get a free Auroron. Let's team up with a bunch of babies. There's so many little Saurians. Are you guys all gonna look for ocean zephyrs? Time and tide wait for no man. These young'uns want to help, no matter how hard Mr. Ifa and Mr. Kakuku teach them. They don't quite get what ocean zephyrs are. To honor their enthusiasm, Ifa's gonna let them join the expedition. What counts as an expedition is left up to them. Whether it's yummy grapefruit, or shiny trinkets, they can collect whatever they want. All that matters is they get back safely. Stay safe, little one! In the Saurian Treasure Seeker, you must switch the indicated direction at various intersections and plan a route. Help the Saurian whelps. Skip ahead. Sprint. Accelerated sprint. Favorable terrain. So it's a minigame. Got it. Let's have a chit-chat. My brother and I are interns at Mr. Ifa's clinic. She looks like she's from the Scions. Mr. Ifa and Kakuku are both amazing. I admire Mr. Kakuku. He's picking a concerning number of fights with another weird yellowish little Saurian lately. The thing calls itself Almighty Dragon Lord. Kakuku and Ahau are fighting. I love it. In collection stages, you must direct the Saurian whelps to collect precious grain food. Magma will rain down from the fields at intervals, dealing damage. Uh-oh. Is that off screen? I can't... Oh. Oh no! That was my bad. Go, little one. Run faster. Can this one not be changed? I don't know, that was weird. Oh, it was gold. Okay. Hill turtles are stealing grain fruit and stuff them in treasure chests, but the Losorian are nimble and quick. Some hiding spots are available. You can activate one by passing through discovered. Have the whelp seek Sultra at a previous hiding spot. All of them? There you go, baby. Collect the target if it's covered no more than 5 times, 4 times, 2 times. Volcanoes unpredictable. Maybe you could find a way to dodge the blasts. So now I know I can swap between little buddies. Volcanoes present within stages, specific directions, dealing damage to creatures within their AoE. This is a cute little mini game. The little swapping mechanic is cute. Watchtowers are present within areas, and opponents atop will challenge. Go fast, bud. Woo! 2 more? This is just another all land. Intermittent tide, causing some areas to switch between land and water. Easy. Only lost one. Last one. We're not being the flying guy or the little ectomosaur. Set up camps where the tides rise and fall. Okay. Here we go. right? Oh, thank God. I did get caught 2 times. Okay. No more than 2 times. Sick. Done. Huge. Huge. So that was it. Traveler, Paimon, we meet at last. Welcome to the Bloomflower Trials. Give you a quick rundown. Offensive battle and defensive battle. To stop your opponent from attacking, playing offense is trickier. More or less. Destroy the enemy camp's barrier. Defensive battles need to prevent their own flag from being destroyed. That makes sense. So, with Mualani, for the people of the Springs, win the battle within 6 minutes. So I would like the guides, and I would like the Mora. I really only need a bronze for everything to get all the... Vaporize up by 100%. Got it. So as Mualani, zip, zap, zop, bing, bang, move to all those other... Capture strongholds, complete events.
Carving waves!
Capture enemy strongholds by consuming combat supplies.
This place is ours now.
Light of the blazing sun!
The journey's over.
Let the world come alive!
Mualani went down. Fast.
Let's ride!
Keep pushing forward.
Burn it down! Wrath from the sky!
Shower me with praise.
Watch this!
You're going down!
Locked on. Locked on.
Stick around!
Woohoo! Surf's up. Demolition time. Ha! Woohoo! Off we go. That's the finishing blow!
Cool. More broken. I gotta do one more probably.
Kaboom! Keep pushing forward.
Combat. Oh, that was the combat I already did. Got it.
Kaboom!
I just didn't activate that.
Let's hope the perfect fight.
Amazing!
Pyroclastic surge!
Carving waves! Check this out! Best of luck!
3.
Woohoo!
3.
Surf's up!
Huge. So these are intense. Varessa, Kinich, Kachina, Chaska, Sitlali. So this is a defensive one. Defeat enemies within 30 seconds of being hit by a plunge attack 6 times. Repel 10 waves of enemies. So I gotta go to the flag where there is.
Let's roll!
Rise with the sun!
Look out below! Hero incoming!
How about this?
Bow your head.
Take a seat. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Burn it down!
Take a seat.
Ultimate flying kick!
Let's have some fun, shall we?
You'll have to get past me first.
Rise with the sun! Crash from the sky!
Settle down.
Maximum power!
Burn it down!
Yeah.
Light of the blazing sun!
Our base is in danger! Get back on track!
We need to be careful here.
Light it up!
How about this? Take a
Why
seat.
me? We should hurry back!
Rain of bullets!
Strike a pose!
Burn it down! Crash from the sky!
Why me?
Bow your head.
We need to be careful here.
So I didn't repel the 10th wave. Burning. These are interesting challenges. I like this. This is kind of cool. It's a little different.
Let this land henceforth be the dominion of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How! Let's ride! Oh, glory! Your soul's in sacrifice! Forever hold your peace! Take me up! Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire! Locked on! Open fire! Bullseye!
Okay.
Let this land henceforth be the dominion of the What? What craven inferiors assault my domain? Crush them! Alright, let's finish this fast. Fine, fine, fine!
With the defense.
Out of the way or get blown away! Locked up!
Glory to which none can compare! Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects! Now you must pay!
Okay, break one.
Charge! Are you running away?
Break two.
One step closer to victory.
agility.
Break, that should be enough.
Charge!
Don't mind
Let's ride.
Show me your courage.
Pyroclastic surge!
More defense. Pop the pool.
Shadow the pest. Mind to command. That was unexpected.
Deadwood blaze and dragonfire.
I got him cornered.
Open fire!
Oh, glory!
Target acquired.
Which none can compare. Especially someone in a bad mood. Measly.
Sick. Under 6 minutes. For the gold. Yeah, I'm liking the attack ones a little better than the defense ones. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum bum.
Let's go, Twirly! Clear the area! Show a new trace!
Gather. This is order.
Right here!
Be sanctified. Silence.
Right here! Get back!
Order guide you. Stabilize. Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble.
We have to regroup!
What are you doing over here, Woody?
Settle down.
Looks like we're about to face a seriously strong opponent.
Strike a pose! The mining echoing song!
The touch.
Thunder attack! Right here.
Settle down.
We're definitely gonna protect it. So we're definitely gonna have two succeeded.
All right, you act boy.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
I'm not going to finish that though. But hey, 6 we've defeated. We did 2. So yeah, right there. Got 4. That's not bad. So next is Chaska, and then we end with Sitlali. Nice. Yeah, same level. We'll go with their Chaska. All elemental reduced by 40%. On-field character attack increased. So a good variety. So we're triggering non-stop elemental reactions. Oh, and it's here, so we're gonna have to fly from section to section. That's cool. This is a fun challenge. I actually really like this. I'm usually not all about combat challenges. This is different.
I'm falling.
I did that on purpose, guys, because it was faster and more efficient, you know?
Full speed ahead. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Take me up. Open fire. Open fire. Locked on. Bullseye. Locked on. Bullseye. Open fire. Let's fly. Another victory.
One more should be enough, right?
Keep this up. Ha! Let's fly.
Cool. Race.
Take me up. Yeah.
Break.
Very good. Full speed ahead. Brace for the counterattack.
Take
a deep breath and grit your teeth. Let's finish this and shuffle.
Pow, 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 everyone.
Locked on.
That's 3. Break. Yeah, we're flying with Chaska. Again, I really love Chaska's playstyle. She's one that I think is probably one of my favorite additions from that line.
Burn it down. Yoo-hoo! There is no escape. Ha! Open fire. Take a deep breath and grit your teeth. Open fire. Bullseye. Open fire. Take a look behind the
Fatima, Callum Derek's Booch.
Hold on to your hats. Open fire.
God, look at the just wrecked. 4 minutes. That's my best time yet. Alright, level 90. Sit lolly. What was the thing? Defeat 10 enemies while protected with the shield. Okay. Freeze melt. Yeah. There you go. Easy. So again, we're just trying to defend and hit enemies when I have the shield up. I only need to do 2. I don't need to get through all 10 waves.
Smashed or scorched? Which will it be?
Let's finish this fast. Shower me with this. Light it up.
Bow your head. Smashed or scorched? Which will it be?
Let's finish this fast to end them. Get to work. Burn it down.
Settle down.
Big huge.
Smashed
Look
or
at that.
scorched? Smashed or scorched? Which will it be?
Let's finish this fast. Show no mercy. Think you're a match for Granny?
Which will it be?
Let's run.
Don't be a killer. The time is mine. And run just begun.
Let's run.
Smashed or scorched? Which will it be?
Show me your moves. Someone's broken through our defenses? Oh, that doesn't sound too promising. Seems like trouble. Watch out, or you'll get singed. Drain fire! Lolly, you pop up. Burn it down.
Settle down. Silence!
Return to the skies! Let's ride! Rev the engines! Light up the blazing sun! Let my name echo in sun!
think we're fine. I don't think they can knock it all down in 17 seconds.
It's ready to work.
Be sanctified.
Yeah. I'll go back and do this later, because that's satisfying. But hey, we got all, what, 80, 160, 240, basic math, 320, 400, 480, all 480 primos. Hell yeah. And so that was 480 plus 60 is 540, 600, 660, 720, 780, and then these are 60 each. So it's 360 plus 480. 700, then 60 and 80 is 1, basic math, 140, so 840. That's not bad. This is what I love. This is why I love events. It's so stupid, and it's a tiny thing. Invitation to the Night Wind. Let's get a free Auroron, who is a constellation for me. And now we're going to do the little story for the baby Saurian. This is just what I want. That's what I love, down in that corner. I just like the endless flood of numbers. As that pops in a satisfying way, I grab the water.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
There we go. Still going. That's what I love to see. Yarr. Still going. Let's find Auroron. King Bee of the Hidden Honeyed Wine.
Water comes in...
gonna need to remember, because one of the recipes I'm working on requires the berry shrooms. So I'm gonna have to remember to come back here every few days. What is it, every other day? And grab those berries. Alright, so now let's continue this. Another level. Another 2. Another 1. What I'm working on now, I need light.
Ta-da! Please!
Let's hope you put up a good
Sorry,
fight.
guys.
Stick around.
Didn't mean to interrupt your dancing and cheering.
Alright, so this is our base. According to the rules, all we have to do is capture 3 of their bases in a row.
The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula How, needs only lift a claw, and poof!
Mess up our match, and I'll lock you up.
You.
We know each other pretty well. So, working together, there are a lot of cliffs nearby, so our vision...
In that case, let's follow. See that flag over there? That's the Collective of Plenty's base, right?
Ta-ta. I'm just reading the updates from the new.
We'll approach swiftly on the water, sweep in and capture the base.
I like the way you think.
I trust your judgment too, Lualani.
They won't know
All
what
right
hit
then,
them.
time for me and my Sharky surf. I'll take point. Everyone
Oh, it's a trial team. That's the one that gave her Footprint of the Rainbow? Alright.
here by the water route, just as expected.
No choice but to face them.
I'm ready. All right then.
Are we gonna fight Yansam? Oh.
Off we go.
I got him cornered.
Bow before your king. The dead would blaze in dragon. Hey, no flashing. Give this everything you've got. Not a bad training session. Let's call it a day. We won. At this rate, we'll be invincible.
Don't count your Yunkasaurs yet. See that? Up above the cliffs? That's the Masters of the Night Wind's base.
The nearby mountainsides have all been blocked out by crystal clusters. Looks like they don't want us.
Yeah, but I got Kachina, baby.
If I'm back home.
Don't worry, we'll make.
Let's hope the plan gets fight. Here comes another.
All ice on you!
Is that all you have? Chances are looking slim.
Not in vain.
This time I got going.
All right. Look, up there in the mountain, the flag of the flap.
Wow, looks like.
Yeah.
Looks like I showed up right on cue.
Yay, you're here too, Shilonen.
They mentioned reinforcements. This is
Let's
a
save
formidable
the small
ally
talk for when the
indeed.
flags.
Now that backup's arrived.
I'll lead a frontal assault to. The rest of you find another.
I'm assuming we do it as Kinich.
Hold up, that's where Shilonen's headed. Let's find another way.
Okay, let's stop around here. We can use grappling hooks to climb up to the top. Is this really necessary?
Ambush!
Well, would you look at that? But this is just the beginning.
We're not gonna lose.
Well said.
Let's have ourselves some.
Watch out, or you'll get singed. That was quick.
Locked on.
Still got plenty of bullets left with your names on them.
Do they still have Kinich's old VA doing the
Alright,
regular attacks?
How about we call it a day?
Odd.
Does that mean we've won?
Down the wrong pipe.
Told you we'd be unstoppable.
Well, that was pretty exhilarating.
Oh, you can say that again. I was still fighting off Cuckoosaur riders halfway up the mountains. That was well played.
Thanks for covering.
Yeah, the going would have been.
How about the sacred flame crystals?
I found a few shards, but they were only about as big as green fruit chips. I gave them to the marshals from the map.
Yes, and they gave them to me.
Hey, Granny
Are you
Sidlali!
here to take part in the bloom?
I devised the techniques for the Those marshals handed the sacred. I did a quick tally. At this rate, we should have.
That's awesome!
Even if I didn't notice anything strange.
Well, since everything's gone so smoothly.
Oh, I am all for it.
How about we head over there together?
Ugh, sorry, but I need to head back to the workshop to finish up some forging commissions first.
I need to help at the shop anyway.
I might be a bit late. If you're all there.
Great! Huh? In that case, I guess I'll be off.
Cool. It's a party tonight.
Hurry up, guys! You're the last ones left.
It is really weird hearing someone else with Kinich. I guess I'll address it now and I'll talk about it. I stand with strikers. I'm pro-union. The VA for Kinich seems like a good, respectable guy who really loves the role. I read his little, Instagram message. He stands by his choices to ask for protection against AI, which is their big thing. But I know it's a little more complicated than that, because SAG-AFTRA is asking that Genshin and all Genshin Hoyoverse games be marked as SAG-AFTRA games while they're in the US, and Guild will only hire people who are with the Guild, the SAG-AFTRA Guild. And I know that leads to some complications. But then again, the community has had missing voice acting now since what, 5.2? 5.1 or 5.2? So it's been almost half a year of missing voice acting. And I know some people are attacking the new VA, calling them a scab, which is not great. You don't attack the new voice actor just because they're not in the guild. It's just a person looking for work. I'm checking right now. There's been a couple VAs attacking Kinich's new VA. That's not cool. According to voice actor Nathan Noakes, Jacob Takanashi, who is the Japan-based VA, had no knowledge there was a strike going on. Kind of diabolical. If you need money, at least take the role uncredited. Yeah, It's a very messy situation.
Come on, I'll take you to get changed. You remember where the changing rooms. Time.
Because I used Kinich a lot.
Woo! Let's get this party started.
Cute.
This is the life. All the fatigue just floats away.
Aren't you gonna join us, Shilonen?
I'm not a huge fan of being in the water. This right here is more my kind of spot.
I get it.
And last but not least, surf.
Ah, that smells amazing. Oh, hold your horses. There's a time for fun and games, and it's now when there's delicious food already on the table. Take that, Kinich. Bow before my greatness.
These are adorable little cutscenes.
Hey, watch it
Zalonen's
out.
passed out.
You're splashing water everywhere.
This is so tasty.
Kachina. Tavat to Kachina. I made
my God.
Sora's crackers. Come have.
Kinich, you.
Thanks for.
No problem at all.
Parties are always extra lively. By the way, I couldn't help feeling that there was something on Kachina's mind during
She's
dinner.
been a bit off since the match ended.
Oh, it's strange. Maybe there's something different?
Of course. If there was something we could do to help.
Oh, thanks. That makes me feel a... Anyway, I'll be heading off now, too.
Bye for now. See you.
Wait until 2 days later. Always.
Let's fly.
Oh, here you are, Kachina.
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Milray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kind of worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going was the belief that someday I'd win and earn a spot in the Night Warden Wars. So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go as planned, and you and the others had to rescue me from the Night Kingdom. Still, I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition match ended, I suddenly realized that everyone had real-life responsibilities to return to. Everyone, that is, except for me. And that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with so much free time on their hands? Who's never really grown up?
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? I thought it was just because I hadn't been working hard enough. traveler.
Told I wouldn't talk about the VA anymore.
If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full of possibilities, right? When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of delicious dishes. But if someone told her, "You're eating this tonight," kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop
Hoyo's
underestimating
patience is
Paimon like
probably
that,
running
would
out.
ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is the little guy feeling any better?
Granny C. Lolly!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at—
Milray's been in a deep sleep this whole time.
I imagine you're right. By the way, when we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the
So that's why. While I was worrying about Kachina, she was worrying about me. Tell her about the rumor. To beguile human hearts.
A baseless rumor. But a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous? Then what about Milray?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened the last time they were held. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure
Knowing
we'll still—
the truth will put our mind at
Can I
ease.
come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place. We should leave this little Tapetlosaur to rest.
Okay, Act 2. Oh, Io's there now. Hey, Io. Thanks for coming to see me, Io. How you feeling, Milray? Feel dizzy, need to sleep.
I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls.
There's that many?
Oh,
Let's start reading.
Come on. What?
Have I been in here before? I don't recognize it. Maybe I have. Variety of events are recorded. Looks like moments frozen in history. I flipped through several of them, but nothing about the Bloomflower trials. War, peace, alliances, betrayal. Themes like Natlan of 6 or 7 centuries past. Relations with the tribes were incredibly complex and constantly shifting.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something there will always be tension. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
That makes
Far
sense.
fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it this?
The scroll doesn't say. Strange. It's very unusual for such. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile
Hoyo
human
is
hearts.
Genshin is a
Is this where that's from?
non-SAG-AFTRA, non-union project in the first place. VAs are expecting Hoyo to sign
Looks
SAG-AFTRA's
like we'll have to
interim
approach
agreement
this
for
from
a
another
non-union
angle.
project.
I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the
I
trials
understand
were held more
withholding
than
for
once.
AI protection.
Seeing as that
But
scroll
then
just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I
possible
could
that
go ask Chief Mutota.
after a certain amount of
And what's our
time,
next move?
only
Any other
union
leads we
if
can
because if they sign the agreement and Hoyo is classified Genshin as a guild protected thing, US based voice actors can only voice in Genshin if they are guild members, right? Or if they sign the Taft-Hartley agreements. But apparently they can only do that so many times. And then after that, it's either join the union, voice in a state that is not forced union, or get recast.
A certain Kukasaur? Oh, Aoife's assistant, Kakup.
This might be not the best time to dive into the whole Saurian indwelling mystery. I guess I'll give Kakuku credit.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
And this is because previously SAG-AFTRA's presence in the US voice acting scene for gaming was not big, at least compared to the other industries. They've been very lax on enforcement for non-union voice acting work rules, but now that AI has blown up, the union needed to kick things into gear in order to put protections in place. Back to the children. Can you tell me more about the Kukasaur you mentioned before? Yep, that's right. Where can I find him? He always off on his own. 1 second he'll pop up, then he'll vanish into thin air. He took an absolutely beautiful place, really tall stone gate, many other Kukasaurs there. He wouldn't trespass on our Saurian's territory either, but he took us there and said it was fine. Another flower feather clan? He's light and floaty. Oh, Yansan and Barissa.
Feeling hungry? I just...
Go on.
Rar.
Have some.
If you need more...
Oh, Barissa. You're so sweet. Zap another to the stone gate.
Everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us.
If SAG
We'll
after
show them
agreement
what
did
we're made
include
of.
all the other BS, it was just AI protections, that would be
What
one
are you
thing.
doing here?
Oh,
Fair to call it
Traveler,
involves making a
Paimon,
project.
it's you. You nearly scared the life out of me.
If I recall, it involves making any
Just
project
between
that
us,
signs of the
we're
agreement
discussing our
union
strategy for
exclusive.
the next half of
So
the
any
exhibition
VAs not
match.
part of the union will be not allowed to roll unless
But
they
as for the
sign the Hartley,
details, those will have to stay a secret.
Taft-Hartley.
After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys?
VAs
You
can
seem like
become
you're in a
members
hurry.
of the union or honor
Has
members
something
when they don't
happened?
have the perks, but can be part
We're
of
on
the
the
union,
trail
but
of
it
an
has hefty fees.
extremely
I
rare
think
and
it's
elusive
like
Kukusaur.
$600 and then a
elusive.
flat percentage. Or a flat payment.
In that
yearly.
case,
An
that
annual
description
fee.
of the location's way too vague. What does the Kukusaur look like?
Light and floaty.
All right. Well, in that case, let's split.
I'll check the higher ground and see.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either.
Awesome, thanks!
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Most companies would rather not have their creative pool limited by such an agreement. Plus, it makes it difficult for new and upcoming talent. Yeah. And the reason it's interesting is because Kenich's VA is non-union and lives in Japan. So he's non-union anyway. But because he lives in a non-union area, I don't know if it would affect him. Eventually. Even if they agreed to eventually sign SAG-AFTRA and become a guild game. Because he doesn't live in the US. The fruit now is just kind of sour. Try this one. Super sweet. Greetings. Hello there, how can we be of help? I was wondering, have you ever met a Kukusaur around here you described as light and floaty? Talking about that kid. He sometimes shows up. He's always sneaking around. He's perched up on the cliff gazing out on his lonesome, daydreaming about who knows what. He was following a human around a couple days back. Anybody get a hold of him? The kid comes and goes like a shadow. Come, join us for fruit. Okay, thanks. I just love that we get to hang out and talk as...
Take me up.
Cool.
Anything on your end, Kenich?
Nope.
Me neither. They all look light and floaty to
Like,
me.
I like this,
I mean,
the new
what could
voice. It
possibly
just
be
seems
lighter
deeper
and floatier than
I
and
didn't
more
find
masculine
anything either. How
and a
about
little
you
less
guys?
gamer boy.
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukusaur you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If
That
you
is
need
a
a hand,
heck of a
I can come back
question.
and join the search again tomorrow.
The former had more advanced technology. I prefer neither of them win. Because they're both very rough people in history, very rough groups. The former had better technology and better strategy, but the second was in a more highly defensible area. So it really depends where they fought. If they fought in Europe, Germany would win. If they fought in Japan, Japan would win, I think. Because the former didn't have the best naval forces. They relied on allies for that.
Okay, well, if you need...
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out.
Interesting question.
If they see anything,
just because I'm a social studies teacher?
So, what's your next move? All right, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps.
It's not like Auroran's traps.
You never know. Might as well ask him.
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Ooh. I mean, neither of them historically have done well in that kind of terrain. You two? Oh yeah. 100% in Octopon. 100% Ancient Sacred Mountain. Which is just such a cool area. It's probably my favorite area in Genshin since Fontaine first released. The inside of the volcano, so cool.
Kachina, see Lolly, what's up?
Just
we
exploring
haven't
it
to
felt
find
fun.
anything. No one.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, it would be great if we could get to the bottom of it. We must also learn to live with the unknown.
Yeah, still.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur. Just so happens a strange Kukasaur has been following me the past few days.
Strange one? Care
No
to
clue
elaborate?
why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kind of freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds...
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him, not sure if that's the dude you're looking for.
Wait a sec.
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think...
It's okay. I've got... What the... How's that even... Guys, get over here, quick!
Shaking my head at you.
Wait, surely that's not...
A Saurian ghost. Definitely light and floaty.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned?
There are many
So why have you... If it's treatment you want...
Crew?
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good...
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every...
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow
Yes,
him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
I mean, like... First aid certified, but that's about as far as it go. First aid CPR. That's all I got. Anything beyond that is, beyond the pale. Case by case.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here? You want us to dig it up?
An old weathered box.
These are woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very
Aoife's
crudely
ancestor.
made and
It's absolutely
heavily
Aoife's
time-worn as a
ancestor.
result. Still, they're just about
This is the
legible.
guilt that he was talking
They
about.
seem to come, let's read them together.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals.
That's great news.
Well, it's not every day
That might
that
have
the
been the
chief
former
himself
champ-
drops by to
yeah,
check in on
chief
your
of
saurian
the-
buddy. Not so.
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown,
Love
ready
his
to
little
spread his
goggles.
wings and soar freely through the I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've...
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned.
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame, and sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief.
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy, to say the least. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others...
Enhance a war...
It's speculative at best. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used...
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part. Remarkable that they agreed. Tensions are running high right now.
I know, but I had no other choice. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've fighting side by side for a common cause.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage?
They usually
Heading out on
only
a long
release
journey
2
or something?
areas for each reason. I'm glad we're getting more. Usually they
I'm
release
heading
an
out to
area.
search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll...
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured,
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay?
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing. You've no one but yourself to blame for
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our losses.
And what, we'll hand him over after all?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us...
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always so many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials. Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only...
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken... Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe...
The children of Echoes will...
Brother, where's Antu?
God.
Oh, you're back. Come.
Look, no need for that.
Rumor
that the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed... How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloom...
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken these sacred flame crystals...
I won't debate ethics with you.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning. He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Sauri...
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the heart. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has in. All the hope and trust that little...
Wait, Numpole! Where are you going?
Yeah, now screw you.
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? I'm so sorry. After that, I left the He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, but no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again and during until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow.
That's a huge bummer.
I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame.
This is go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole... What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth.
He saw people fighting over them?
He must have witnessed people unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of... In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place, I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days.
Oh, sad.
If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen... But the past cannot be undone.
Let's go kill Amara.
I've immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life... Before my own time comes, I've recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief... May the Natlan of their day be united as one.
Well, that sucked.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything, the bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey! Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost...
I'll go
Thanks.
hang out with him for a bit.
I might need a breather over it. I regret lingering for centuries. I gotta think this through.
The spirit stands quietly on the hillside. Unlike Milray, who loved by humans, as he was in life, he remains in death. So I'm thinking about it. Let's see. So Mondstadt was just straight up Mondstadt. Eventually we got Dragonspine, which is technically part of Mondstadt, but that's it. With Leeway, we got the majority of Leeway in its first outing. Eventually we got the Chasm. Then we got the inside of the Chasm. Then we got Chenyu Vale. So Leeway's had two big updates with the Chasm and Chenyu Vale. Inazuma started out as just this, right? These three. Then they added Seirei, then Watatsumi, then Tsurumi, then Enkanomiya. Or no, these two are added in the same update, right? Seirei and Tsurumi? And that was added in its own update. So 1, 2, 3 updates for Inazuma. Sumeru had the forest in the first half, the desert in the second patch, then this area in like the 4th or 5th. Fontaine was these 3 islands, then this upper area. I'm trying to remember, was the Erinys Forest released at the same time? I don't remember. I remember this was added later, the Nostoi region and the Sea of Bygone Eras. This is is how I'll remember it. The Liffey region and the engineering region. Then Fontaine 3 was the Morty region and Aranis Forest. So that came later. That was with the tower in the Foggy Land and the forest with the beautiful trees. Then came the final area. So Fontaine had 1, 2, 3, 4 regions. Sumeru had 3. Enkanomiya, or Inazuma had 1, 2, 3 was Surumi Island. So where was Seirei? Was Seirei at the same time as Watatsumi? Okay. And then came Enkanomiya, which was down here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Then came Chasm, then Sumeru 1, 2. Oh no, it's right. The second part of the desert where the sandstorm was the second area. That was the desert of Hadramaweth. Then Farakurt, Lajavard came later. Alright, so 4 for Inazuma, 4 for Sumeru, technically 3 for Liyue. Because it went Liyue, Chasm, Chenyu Vale. And Mondstadt was just Mondstadt, Icy Mountain. I'm still really hoping we get Dormant Port soon. And then Natlan is Natlan, Natlan 2, Natlan 3. We have to get at least one more area because we still have not unlocked Toma's Flame Offering, and we've run out of Paroculus. I'm curious if they're going to be part of Not Cry. Aren't you the blonde girl? Wait, is this your real form? You could turn into a human? That's amazing! Can you teach me how? I want to talk to humans, but they don't like me. You still remember what happened? Only bits and pieces. I remember being in a lot of pain. My good friend Nampol was afterwards. The pain stopped. My body felt light, but I couldn't find him anywhere. I hid and searched, hid and searched. I searched without end. My body got colder and colder, like I was freezing. Lucky I found a nice, cozy cave. I slept for ages. When I woke up, the world seemed different. All strange patterns of the world. Some look a bit like me. Could he mean the remnants of the secret source? The place closest to the Night Kingdom. His soul hasn't faded because he was hibernating. I saw evil monsters had returned, so I went to help. That's how I met Milray and Nyan. The three had been running in circles. Once I showed the friends the monsters didn't stand a chance of catching them. The monsters disappeared, and I heard sounds of Nampol's voice. After the final battle against the Abyss, the ley lines were restored. He could return to the Night Kingdom, but you didn't go? Milray came down with the same illness. Nampol said the sacred crystals were the cure, but those crystals are evil. Even the closest friends would get into arguments. Everyone acted strange. They were all good friends. They used to care about me too, but those evil crystals... Antu misunderstood the cause of the strife. It wasn't the crystals, but rather human greed. I'm okay. Let's head back to where the others are. Antu's eyes are full of heartfelt concern. I don't know what to tell him. He's the only one still trapped in the past. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Let's fly.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor, Saurian companion. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what...
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him.
think I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth...
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his...
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened.
His wish...
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad things that cause endless arguments among... But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them? So we can...
Interesting approach.
Turn a lie into the truth.
Actually, I...
Oh, dear child. Come.
No, Kachina, no.
Oh, I can...
Not so fast. Hate to break... Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. As for making Antu understand...
Medicine born of guilt. Alright, well, I hate the humans of the past. Wait 2 days. That's the Genshin go-to. Meet in the speaker's chamber. So they just released a new... The next character, her art on Twitter. I'll check that out in a little bit.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Also, how come it's so quiet?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, Min."
Good thing you didn't tell him about... Not late, am I?
Nope,
So great
you're
seeing
right on
everyone.
time.
Actually, today
I think
we
I'm
have a
gonna be
big
definitely-
favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
Pulling for Aoife.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story.
Hey guys, we met a baby Kukasaur ghost.
Bloodshed between the tribes. Even working together on something?
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a people...
And that little Kukasaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power, and that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once you've collected enough. He'll see that no one has been corrupted, and that all is as it should be.
Exactly. That's when the second half of the tournament wraps up. We'll have enough sacred flame crystals.
Ooh, act!
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibe. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real.
Yeah, I get where you're... The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past. So, how exactly are we going to...
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the
Spirit
hero
bomb.
and
Got
helping
it, we
them
gotta do a
defeat.
spirit
For
bomb.
the adults watching, it's just a performance. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. When I helped out at my parents' shop, then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius."
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel this. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the... But we can't pull off a show like that with just us.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots.
You have my board. We get some pretty rude customers in our...
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects.
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're...
It really resonates. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you.
Well, if Mawika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part.
Let's see. We've got our actors and...
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook.
So, that's everyone then. And
sorry, guys.
As for me, if I see you all argue...
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs, as our Archon herself often...
That's right.
Cool.
Great. Let's make the second half and I've even come up with a secret strategy.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials. Are you all confident?
Yeah!
The spell of unity. This is cool. It's like, yeah, going to see those shows at like a theme park where...
Alright, looks like
everyone cheer!
Here.
Wake them up! Clap if you
do they
believe in
keep making
fairies! Bring
battlefields
Tinkerbell back
covered
to
in
life!
mountains?
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just launching a surprise attack.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys...
Alright, so this is the second half. So our team is Auroron, Chaska,
Let's
and
all just calm
Yansan.
down for a moment. We don't even know what the formation
Little
will be
Electro
like.
Bennett.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like...
That's nothing. Let's just charge. Come on.
Mad Dash.
Control breathing.
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks.
Woo! That loosened me up. Charge! I'll stop you in your tracks.
Don't mind if I do, you furry!
Time to say hello.
Throw them all in.
Don't worry, everyone. We can do it.
Attack from above. With endless overload.
We've got to fall back for now. Come here. Excellent. We've secured the Children of Echo's all tuckered out. Let me give you...
Granny to the rescue!
Quick as a flash. Steady now. I'm tired already.
Find a way to hold them off.
Show me your move. Put up a good fight.
Incoming! Fulfill our pact!
Go! You're free now!
Lolene! He's Papa! Get him! Faster! Stronger! Start the clock!
Nice, another one.
Last one is Chaska. We gotta fly over to the last final one. Canopy of Silence.
Something's wrong. There are far.
And
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their... don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Gran.
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
So they had a plan to ambush.
How is this not over yet? How many people do they have in reserve?
splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever. Looks like the scions of the Canopy Space is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
Kinich, what's up, my guy?
I knew that wouldn't stop.
Let's finish this fast.
Let's move!
Open fire!
Knock him down.
This isn't over yet.
Open fire!
I will. Stand down.
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
Easy.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself.
Wow, that explains why you were so...
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people?
You can say that again.
You youngsters, sure. Once this is all over,
Thanks, Granny. But
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor,
Shows that everyone... Anyway, after all that, sure...
we have indeed. Next up, time
to
for
put on
our
a
little...
show.
Aoife, the ship...
Yeah, plenty.
Oh, that's great news. Next up, the main event.
Just a sec. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kinich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the Spell of Unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other. Any questions?
Relax. I've played it all through in my head many times now.
Great, then let's do this.
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred...
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be...
Hey, Mualani!
Special effects team, get in position.
on the case.
Now, time to
Evil
get
crystals.
squabbling. As
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me.
I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. That is a good question. Let me think about that.
They're all terrible.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize Don't get caught up on the reasons.
Don't panic. I'm thinking.
Kachina! You... Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last...
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so?
No.
Good. He's starting to buy it.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my...
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now?
And when might...
The last time we had dinner, like I said!
Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten?
Is this what Sacred Flame? Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dump some pile of design schematics in my workshop. Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day. And then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair. Even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me?
She might be the only one who's...
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holiday.
Wait a minute. I remember trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves,
Is the
Mualani.
fake arguments becoming
Figured
real
out some
arguments?
tricks to use on old Granny, have...
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little... Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve... Kanich! Let's start with Kanich!
Huh?
Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you...
Oh.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in...
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent...
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa! Time out! Time out!
How could this be? The arguments... If this goes on much longer... Oh, yeah. If this goes on... We're so close. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance.
That's us. You ready, Antu?
Don't run away, bud.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all the...
Fine by me. Let's settle our... What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers?
Bunch of liars.
Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If so...
I should never have believed you.
If only it's my fault if only I hadn't gotten sick in the first place. I don't want to be cured.
Antu!
You're up, bro! This ends now!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart, we will stand united. Fly, my dude, fly!
Fly, my dude.
Aurora,
got it.
He's flying! In a little bubble.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break. From this day forth, may worldly
What in the...
The magic's work.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with
I think you'll find that
cheese! Well, I guess you're not completely wrong.
It's working! I did it! I'm magic! I'm a magic little ostrich baby.
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well too. Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina, and we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along. And some glazed meat stew and volcano cake, too!
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Veressa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right?
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here?
Huh. Wow,
Something about wishing I dropped by your workshop more often, and life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top.
Wait, are you serious?
Just
How into that? Snap out of it, people!
How?
He was nice to a
It
how and it
seems the
shocked
evil
him.
power is completely gone.
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystal... Don't leave him hanging. Go... Thank you so much.
See, told you it...
You were this close.
Here.
I couldn't help it. Besides, Lilani...
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way.
Now, all that's left are the Ocean Zephyr.
Everyone, over here!
Yay!
We've gathered enough Ocean Zephyrs, so we came together.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. Hey, Kakuku.
Sure thing, bro.
Aoife prepares the medicine and feeds it to Milray. Now comes the most important step of all.
This is it. Oh, sacred flame crystal. Forged by...
Give me a little cutscene. Come on. We've earned it. Now. Yeah, there you go. Aww. Oh, they're dancing! Look at them! Bum, 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 da, na, na, na. Come on, ghost friend! It's so cute! Oh, they're both flying on the back of Kukasaurs. This is just so freaking huge. I think he's gonna learn to accept he's gotta move on now. Can he hear his companion's voice? Yeah. Come on, bud. My little ghost buddy. What an adorable quest. Okay, that was a really cute ending.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro, and he's done that. Thanks a ton, everyone. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related disease. As a physician...
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower Trial... From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, scheming, or plotting for personal gain. All 6 tribes united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. So, in keeping with our traditions,
As it happens, I picked a whole bag.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kenny.
I'll go gather the others.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight!
They have way too many festivals. I'll say that. I feel like all the characters gathering together for a party used to be something special and rare, but in Natlan, it happens every single patch. Right? It's just a constant thing. Every single patch, we have a new party. Right? We had a party in here after... We had a party at the Children of the Springs in the first... in 5.0, then after 5.1 we had one in here.
Cake? I baked it myself.
Ooh, and that so good.
Go ahead.
This is our second party this patch.
Sweet cakes help people forget their worries.
Insane.
And I hope everyone could be happy every day.
Good to see you bounce
Yep,
back.
I'm feeling much better. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes haven't always been so united. I've never experienced anything like it. I love Natlan the way it is today. So I've decided to always do my best to help. And make sure I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that.
You know what?
You're a good kid,
Paimon
Katrina.
just... That way Paimon will be able to enjoy your cake.
You really think so? Baking delicious desserts every day and make... Thanks, guys. I think I might have found a new...
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife. Or that Cuckoosaurus.
Before the party, I heard he was planning on heading up that hill to...
If he doesn't get back soon, I'll... Guess we've got no choice.
Want some more cake?
A toast to the successful conclusion of the Bloomflower trials.
We also had one after
Cheers!
the war with the captain
Cheers.
here. Then we had another party
Finally.
in the
A few days
Springs when we
Planning a
learned
vacation,
the
are we?
captain's plan.
Judging from my experience.
Yeah, competitions do.
Cheers to that.
Try some. Try some.
Delicious.
How?
I've kept the extra sacred flame crystals for future use. Also, this was my first time acting in a play like this. I find I really enjoyed it. What did you think of my acting skills?
There's room for improvement.
I'd have to agree with... Is it something you're good at?
This wine.
Of course. Wouldn't have made it into my collection otherwise. Drink as much as you like to.
As much as we like?
I'm curious. How did you create...
It was just an illusion.
All right. You can stop with the
Oh, is that...
Relax. I'm not here to dig up the past.
Thanks.
The more meat you eat, the faster you'll recover.
Rawr. Rawr. And doing this will get me the crown. let's find Aoife.
Take me up.
Oh,
Yo,
gravestone.
Ancestor Man. Guess you're reunited with Antu already? I have a Kukasaur companion too. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other Saurians because of his unusual appearance. He'd been pecked all over the place, bleeding from head to toe. He barely made it. I gave him some meds, and from then on, he just stuck to me like glue. Even wound up becoming my assistant.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, don't mention it, dude. Being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. One time when we were treating a sick Saurian, Kakuku got infected too. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for ingredients and did everything I could for him. But despite giving it my all, he was right on the edge, man. If he hadn't recovered, I know I'd have felt the same guilt you did. Luckily, he managed to pull through. So yeah, Kakuku, I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Hey, don't mention it, dude.
Your medicine born of guilt? Don't sweat it. That way, no one else will ever have to feel the same guilt that you did.
Very cute quest. Nice event. I'm excited. This just has me hyped for Aoife.
Huh? Yo, bros.
Bringing our bros some cake, of course.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
Oh, wow. That's awesome, bro.
Hey, save some for...
Alright, let me quickly... Genshin Impact, Twitter. There's Aoife. Here she is. So those are the two new characters. Siegewin's birthday. Okay. So let's take a look at Aoife first. Aoife. In the wake of wandering winds, he's a Tlallakan vet. Aoife always descends from the sky, trudging to the fray with a gun in hand. Dramatic entrance results in people instinctively assuming that reinforcements from the Flower Feather clan have arrived. But at a closer look, a badge on his chest and a medical kit, ignoring whatever that round thingy next to him might be, overall it seems more like a doctor. They start thinking, oh, so that's it. Our medical response team just got airdropped in. And approach Aoife to explain the situation. However, Aoife pays them no heed, with eyes only for Saurians in need of aid. Only after treating their injuries does he tend to the minor issues that face the people around him. Over time, the vet's figure has become a familiar one. Right back at you, bro. Yeah, I'm hoping he's not a 4-star. I'm hoping he's a 5-star. The other character... Oh, so there's another thing for him right here. Last time he swung by, he picked up 2 jars of honey. Name Aoife. Title In the Wake of Wandering Winds. Tlallakan Vet. Animo Vision. Hey there, the tallest Animo boy. He looks really cool. And I dig the fact that he's just a gunslinger. Alright. Escoffier, tasteful excellence. Lead goose of precision gastronomy. She's looking Fontanian. She's a cryo character. Is she using, like, kitchen tools made of ice? Am I seeing a vision? I'm not seeing a vision anywhere. For a long time, the Steambird, so, again, Fontaine, the gourmet column has been known to feature food aficionados and as a culinary weather vane. As a regular feature on this column, Escoffier, the ex-head chef of Hotel de Bord, and her precision gastronomy are all the more famed in Fontaine. In the process of analyzing, extracting, and harmonizing, she has not only deconstructed Fontanian views of flavor, but even their foundational cognition of tastiness, thusly disassembled and reconstructed the secret code constituting the sense of taste has been redefined in delicacy. Critics have never been stingy with praise for their genius chef, but neither have they shied away from the controversy surrounding her. Her image is one of meticulousness in both the kitchen and its management have proved long-lasting, while her merciless critiques of both colleagues and apprentices have made her quite the hot topic. Gordon Ramsay, baby. With the devil tail. She was the character with the little devil tail. Again, I'm not seeing her vision on her, but we know it's cryo because it had that cryo symbol. Yeah, vision, cryo, constellation, Dulciaria Structera. The Fairy of Fondant Felicity, the towering tyrant of taste. So, let me... Genshin, I think it was 5.3 outlines. Was it the 5.3 silhouettes? Sorry, silhouette, not outline. Yeah. Alright. So far, we've seen Iansan, Aoife, we know Skirk, Yumi Mizuki, Veressa, and the new girl, Escoffier. So, 2 characters left. I'm assuming one of these 2 characters is going to be a 5-star, one is going to be a 4-star. Personally, I would prefer Aoife be a 5-star, because the last 5-star male we've had was Kinich. Last 5-star cryo we had was Lolly. Last 5-star cryo we had was Animo we had was Chaska. I would like him to be 5-star. We don't know what kind of weapon he uses. He has a gun. Who knows? But we have right here Spear, Polearm, Catalyst so far. So hopefully not one of those. Hopefully not a Catalyst user, I'll say. I'd be fine if he was a Polearm, Sword. Because we have had a sword-gun combo with Clorind, and a polearm gun combo with Chevreuse. Then we have this character who's most likely Dahlia from Mondstadt, which we haven't had a Mondstadt character in a while. And Skirk, who, based off the new artifact descriptions, is most likely a cryo character as well. We'll probably get her in Nod Cry during the Nod Cry update. So this one had our big map update. I'm guessing the next patch will not have a map update. But then, so I'm guessing 5.6, no map. 5.7 will be Nod Cry, would be my guess. 5.6 would be no map update, but would have a new event in Fontaine. So they're going to release Aoife, and then Escoffier in Fontaine. So I'm guessing 5.6 will be a Fontainian event. Because let's think about it. Recently, last patch we had an Inazuma event. Just before that we had Lantern Rite. It's been a while since we've done anything in Mondstadt, so I would really like Dormant Port at some point. But I would personally like if up here we get Nod Cry in between... Like, release Nod Cry right here. I don't know. And then give us Dormant Port with it, you know? I think that'd be awesome. And that's where you give us Dahlia. And that's where you give us Skirk. And then we're set for moving into Snezhnaya. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Let's fly.
All right, well... We're at 11K. I do need to get that extra sword and thing. I'll do a 10 pull. Oh, see a new bow. There you go. Worth it. New thing to add to the archive. So let's go to Kachina.
Dodoko?
I'd have lost myself
Not
long
bad.
ago. If I allowed myself to be led
That
by
is
the
where I'm going
whispers
to call
of
it for
the abyss.
now.
Surviving.
We do have a couple other world quests to do. This new case of the crafting bench. I also know we have to do a bunch of every possible thing involving Little One to do a special event for him. So we need to use him in... We need to finish the Archon quest. Did it. We need to do a lot of big world quests about him. We've done many of them, but not all of them. Obviously, we're missing a few. So, I'm intrigued what will happen after we finish all of them. So maybe I'll do that on another stream, on like a day where I'm just killing time gaming. But for now, I'm going to call it. So thank you so much for joining me. It was a good day. I'm very excited about all that Nintendo Direct stuff we were talking about earlier. You can go check out that VOD over on my YouTube or on Twitch. Shout out Sung for stopping by and chatting with me, talking with me. Yeah. Stay awesome. Till next time, peace.